A cat brings mysterious gifts to her family's doorstep every day. At first, it's just leaves and sticks. Then it becomes jewelry, watches, even money. When the family follows the cat one day, she leads them to an abandoned house. And what they discover there makes them immediately call the police. This story shows how intelligent cats really are and why this little hero became a legend in her neighborhood. In a quiet suburb, the Miller family lived with their tabby cat, Luna. Luna was a completely normal house cat, or so they thought. It started harmlessly. One morning, Sarah Miller found a small leaf in front of her door. Luna sat beside it, looking at her expectantly. Sarah smiled. "Did you bring me a gift, Luna?" She petted the cat and didn't think anything more of it. But the next day, there was something else. A stick, then pebbles, then a feather. Sarah told her husband. "I think Luna is bringing us gifts," she said, amused. Thomas laughed. "Cats do that sometimes. They think we can't hunt." But then, everything changed. A week later, Sarah found something completely different. A golden earring with a small diamond. "Thomas, come here," Sarah called out. When her husband saw the earring, he frowned. Where did she get that? This was no longer a normal cat gift. In the following days, Luna brought increasingly valuable things. A silver watch, cufflinks, a gold chain, even a rolled-up $50 bill. Sarah and Thomas sat at the kitchen table, staring at the collection before them. "This isn't normal," Sarah said quietly. "Where is she getting all this?" Thomas picked up the watch. "This is worth at least $200. "We need to find out where she's getting this from," Thomas said determinedly. "We can't just follow her," Sarah said. "Yes," Thomas replied. "That's exactly what we're going to do." The next morning, when Luna disappeared through the cat flap, Sarah and Thomas were ready. They followed her at a safe distance. Luna walked through the garden, across the street, through a small alley, and then she stopped, in front of an old, abandoned house at the end of the street. The house had been empty for years. Windows boarded up, garden overgrown. Nobody ever went there. But Luna squeezed through a hole in the fence and disappeared into the garden. "Should we really go in there?" Sarah whispered. Thomas nodded. "We need to know what's going on." They followed Luna through the fence. The garden was dark and quiet, and then they saw it. Through a broken window, they could see into the house, and what they saw made their blood run cold. The house was full of stolen goods, jewelry, watches, electronics, cash, all neatly stacked on tables and in boxes. It looked like a burglar's warehouse, and in the middle sat Luna, sniffing at a box of jewelry. But wait, it gets even better. Suddenly they heard footsteps. Someone was in the house. Sarah and Thomas froze. They ducked behind a bush and held their breath. Through the window, they saw a man in dark clothing sorting through stolen items. "That's a burglar," Thomas whispered. "We need to get out, now." They crept back to the fence. Luna followed them, as if she understood something was wrong. As soon as they got home, Thomas called the police. "We've discovered an abandoned house full of stolen goods," he explained. "And the burglar is there right now." The police arrived within minutes. They surrounded the house and arrested the man before he could escape. It turned out he had been committing burglaries in the area for months. Dozens of families had been robbed. Nobody had found a trace of him, until Luna discovered him. "Your cat led us to one of the most wanted burglars in the region," one officer said to Sarah and Thomas. Luna sat nearby, cleaning her paw, as if all of this was completely natural. The story spread like wildfire. Luna became a hero. The local newspaper wrote, "The hero on four paws, how a cat uncovered a burglary ring." But that wasn't all. The police had offered a reward for tips leading to the burglar's arrest. Sarah and Thomas received $2,000. "This is incredible," Sarah said. "And all because of Luna." Thomas laughed. Luna knew the whole time something was wrong. She was trying to show us. From that day on, Sarah and Thomas treated Luna like the queen she was. Best food, softest pillows, all the cuddles she wanted. And Luna? She never brought gifts home again. Perhaps she knew her mission was complete. Here's something special: 3 fascinating facts about cats. First, cats have incredible memory. They can remember places and situations for years. Second, cats bring gifts to help. They think you're a bad hunter and want to teach you. Third, cats can sense danger. Luna sensed something was wrong with that house. If you enjoyed this story, leave a like and subscribe for more emotional animal stories. Until next time, and remember, never underestimate the intelligence of your cat.